Video, I'm gonna explain you what are NFTs and why they're changing the music industry and many other industries. So for you to understand NFT, you have to know what does NFT stand for. NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. But what does non-fungible means? Non-fungible means two assets doesn't have equal value. Therefore, you cannot exchange them with each other. So let's say I own a piece of Mona Lisa and you own a piece from Da Vinci. These two are both art. These two are both from the famous artists. But can I assume that they have the same value? Not at all, because they are different things by nature. They're unique and there's only one of each of those there. So as a result of that, the piece of art that we're talking about are non-fungible, meaning I cannot trade it with your art and assume that they have the same value. In other words, fungible things are like money. So why money is a fungible asset? So if you think about it, if you give me $100 and I give you back 2 times a $50 note, which is equal of the $100, at the end of the day, even though they're $50, you can do the same thing with a total of those $50 as I can do with a $100 note. So the value that has been exchanged between me and you are the same. And that's the definition of the fungible. Before NFT technology was built and innovated, you couldn't prove the ownership of digital goods. In other words, if I have this image on my background, which is an art that I created, it's a digital art, I didn't paint it, I just created this myself. I couldn't prove that I own this piece until NFT came and they changed the game. Now I can turn this image, the image file, I can upload it into NFT platforms and I can make it to an NFT. And as a result, I'm gonna own this piece of image and the token gonna belong to me. And because I was the first person who put it up there, I'm gonna become the creator of also this image. Because NFTs are running based on the blockchain technology, later on, to whom I sell this piece of art to, still they're gonna know that I was the creator of this, and now once I sold it, the owner is the next person. So the next person can keep selling this to the next person, and then again, nothing gonna be changed. The ownership gonna be changed from me to the second person, from second person to the third person, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be shown there as a creator of this image. And because all of these NFTs is running based on the blockchain technology, no one can change the identity, no one can change who was the initial creator, no one can change who bought it first, and so on and so forth. This is about NFTs and why NFTs matter the most now in many industries like music industry. If you know, we have been working on a project called Limify. Many of you are part of our community. So in the music industry, and turning your music into an NFT means basically you can sell your music to your fans and your fans can collect it from you. Let's say you are not a popular artist and you're talented, you're playing a great music in a club, and people love your sets, they love your music the way you play it. So now they can buy it from you and they can turn it to the NFT and they can prove to the world that, hey, I'm the only owner, or I'm the one of the few owners of this set in the whole world. I own the ownership of this, and because of NFT, I can authenticate that I'm the owner of this. Now, let's say fast forward 5 years later, you became very famous DJ, and your piece of art, which is a set that I bought from you 5 years ago because I saw your talent from you, gonna have even more value. So this is an investment for me. I can buy your set today and I can sell it 5 years later if you become successful for 10 times the price. And because again, NFTs are running based on the blockchain technology, from the moment you create your NFTs, you can say, listen, I want to get royalty fee on this piece of art no matter how many times people trade it. The industry standards today are 10%. So artists put 10%. 20% is so much, 10% is the standard pretty much among the community. So that means if I buy your set or I buy your art today and I sell it in 5 years for $10,000, you're gonna get 10% royalty fee from me. And if the second person, the second buyer also buys your set and sell it to another person for more price or less price, doesn't matter. You're gonna get 10% royalty fees because the whole technology is running based on a blockchain technology, and you told them, I am the creator of this and I want to collect 10% royalty no matter how many times they sell this. And that's why this is a game changer in the music industry. It means every time you create a set, every set is unique by the nature, or every art is unique by the nature. As a result, you can sell it to your audience, to the fans who like you, who believe you, and as a result, they can resell it to other people because it's a piece of art, because they get inspired by this. At the end, the whole art community is about inspiration. If you get inspired by a piece of art, that's why you pay the price for it. If you're inspired by what a story is attached to the piece of art, that's why you pay thousands of dollars to that piece of art. And because non-fungible things are valued based on the perception, the NFTs can prove the ownership of that piece of non-fungible asset. That's the game changer. That's why now we're gonna unlock many other things. Many crazy projects are going on. Like you can sell your signature now digitally. Before, let's assume you met your favorite celebrity and you can find their signature online. Probably if you Google it, you're gonna find it. You can save it and print it and put it on the paper. But it's not equal as when that person really signed that paper and give it to you. Why? Because it proves that the paper you have can prove that this is the original signature of that person. Yeah. And even though in the physical world, in the real world, you can fake that signature. So if you hire some experts who can do the signature, you can put it on a t-shirt, you can fake the signature and sell it and say, this is a signature of, let's say, Kobe Bryant on my t-shirt. But in the digital world with the NFTs, you cannot fake that because people gonna always know who was the first creator of that signature. So where you can turn your art into an NFT, basically there are many platforms online. There are OpenSea, Foundation, Rareable, Super Rare. All of these platforms are out there that you can put your NFT art into an NFT. And the process of turning a digital art into an NFT called minting. So whenever you heard the phrase minting means turning your art into an NFT. And there's some technicality into it. You have to have a digital wallet. You have to pay fees. They're running based on the Ethereum. All these platforms as of now, but the game is changing. New players also coming, which can revolutionize the market. But for you to know these terms, my recommendation is Google every word that you don't understand and just try to understand it. Read more, and just go to these rabbit holes until you understand the whole concept in terms of technicality. And you can also find videos which gonna teach you how to create your digital wallet and so on and so forth. But this is the whole picture. I try to give you the picture. For more questions, let me know. Comment it below. Don't forget, follow us on Twitter. Follow Limufy on Twitter because we have because we have a pitch in. We are applying for the Sound Venture pitch. We are gonna pitch in front of the Mark Cuban. We're gonna pitch in front of the Snoop Dogg about what Limufy is about and how we are using, how we want to build an NFT marketplace for a live music industry. And for you to support us, just make sure you follow our Twitter account, make sure you follow us on Instagram, but Twitter is very important for us. Thank you very much, and thank you for being here.